Paolo, obviously they've been playing extremely well, winning their last 8 games. But what did you see as the reason they were able to get off to such a hot start tonight?
Yeah, you could just tell the way they were playing that they are on a win streak. We've played that team when they're fully healthy, and a lot of those guys that were playing, didn't play the other times, and you could just tell they had a bunch of confidence. Guys that haven't shot well against us, shot well against us. So I think they started off and made some tough shots, and then it was kind of over from there. Really, we were down 16 out the gate, and never really got back in it.
What can your team take away from a loss like this against an Eastern Conference opponent where, you guys are in the fight for playoffs?
You just take away that, you got to be better. I think as a team we need to be more aware of when a team like that's hot coming in. We need to understand that, when you look at the personnel, you can't read names. You got to watch film and look at what guys have been doing. That goes for everybody, myself included. You can't just, for instance, I think Merrill is a perfect example. He hasn't played when we've played them any real minutes, but he's been playing since the guys they've had been hurt, and he came in and killed us. And as a team, we got to be better. He's been playing well for this stretch of games they've had. So we just got to be better and be more locked in.
How much of it do you look at as what you guys were doing, and how much you guys can control? I think the team had 7 turnovers in the first quarter. The missed free throws have been kind of a gradual problem throughout the year. How much do you need to focus on what you guys can control, even when you're facing a team that's shooting as well as Cleveland was tonight?
Yeah, like you said, just having those type of turnovers and free throws and everything, that's all stuff that we can control, and we got to be better. The way they were shooting the ball, you can't afford. I think sometimes we have moments like that and we're able to get back in the game, and today was not one of those nights. They took advantage of every opportunity.
How important are these next few days? You have a day off, a couple practices. What do you want to take out of these few days off and practices before heading to Memphis?
I think just get rest and get ready to go on this little road trip. I think that's the number one thing. Hopefully everyone enjoys their day off tomorrow and comes in the next day locked in, just ready to be better.
Can you explain how much more challenging it is to prepare for an opponent coming off of a back-to-back versus not coming off of a back-to-back?
It's hard, but it's the NBA. You got to do it. Everyone has to do it. And it's not an excuse, especially when you're at home doing it. It's not too crazy. I didn't feel bad or tired coming into the game. I wouldn't say it was that much of a difference preparing.
Just as this, looking kind of at the big picture, as this team kind of grows and develops, what do you feel this team has to kind of learn from moments like this, or how do you kind of get through kind of the grind of this middle part of the season as you guys are maybe feeling some of the pressure of the playoff chase or this part of the year?
Yeah, I think it's just that time of the year, like you said, where it really starts to feel like a grind. That All-Star break approaches past the halfway point. You've been playing a lot of basketball, but I think for our team specifically, I think we just got to find some more consistency. Like when we do start off rough, like what can we lean on? I think as a team we think it's our defense, and it has been our defense. But when a team's shooting like that, you got to be able to find it on the other end too. So I think just working through it and, like I said, trying to find consistency on both ends. I think offensively we just get loose at times and don't really have a plan. So hopefully we can change it.